Aroma Thyme Bistro presents Wine Thyme Live, hosted by the Hudson Valley's premier green certified entrepreneurs, Marcus and Jamie Guiliano. So grab a glass of your favorite vino, sit back, relax, and travel with them, sharing their passion discovering unique vineyards, outstanding wines, delicious food, and great adventure.
Hello everybody, Marcus and Jamie here.
Hi everybody.
Welcome to Wine Thyme Live, episode number 16. Wine from the Finger Lakes.
Yes,
More
absolutely.
wine from the Finger Lakes.
We love that region.
We sure do.
We've learned to love that region, and
Yeah.
we now love the wines that come from that region.
Yes, exactly. It's our backyard
I shouldn't
region.
say we learned to love them, but that was the wrong way to say it.
We've really learned, we really...
Learned isn't the right word.
No, it's not.
We appreciate the wines from that region a lot.
Absolutely. The
And
wines...
it's getting more and more as
Exactly.
as we taste more and more wines from there. So, and we go and visit more wineries. So
Exactly. So, yeah. I want to check something here. I'm not sure if I'm on the right channel or not, and I don't know how to check it. Is this my computer here?
it is.
This is my computer. Okay, so let me just double check something here, folks.
VIP Winery Vacation started a live video.
Perfect.
You are live.
We have so many Instagram accounts. Not
You
so many.
forget sometimes.
So I wasn't sure I was on the right one, so thank you for checking that.
So what are we on? VIP Winery Vacation.
So yeah, so we stream this on VIP Winery Vacations on Instagram. So go there to check it out. On Facebook, it's on our Aroma Thyme Bistro Facebook. And then, of course, we put it on Podbean, and then it goes on to iHeartRadio. It goes on to a bunch of other different podcasts. We extract the audio, and it gets put up as a podcast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
So,
well, while you're talking, I'm going to open this delicious wine, which we don't know if it's delicious actually, because we've never tasted it before.
we had this a while back. We did have this a
Well,
while back at the winery.
a long time ago.
A long time ago
All
at
right,
the
so
winery.
we don't remember what it tastes like.
We don't remember. So I was actually thrown off when this wine was sent to us as a sample from one of the wineries we love. One of the
So
wineries.
Fulkerson Winery, up in the Finger Lakes on Seneca Lake, sent us 2 bottles of wine. So in the next maybe today and tomorrow, we'll see. We will be talking about Fulkerson Winery.
Yep. The grape
And-
here is Vincent.
And they sent these to us because they couldn't host us 2 weeks ago.
Right.
They couldn't host us, and they
couldn't
felt
host
really
us.
bad. And so Cindy, who I talk to on a regular basis because we love going there and we love visiting them and supporting them, sent us these 2 bottles of wine for us to taste since they couldn't host us. We have had the Fulkerson Riesling on our menu for quite a while.
By the glass.
By the glass.
And we had the Pinot Noir for a
we still do,
long
for a
time.
very long
We had their
time,
Pinot
so.
Noir 2 years in French barrels. It was by the glass for the longest
Color is beautiful.
time. So this is the Vincent grape. I'm going to talk about the grape for a moment, and Jamie's going to talk about the winery.
Yeah.
So Vincent grape was developed in Ontario in the 60s. It's a hybrid grape. It was developed specifically for cold wine regions like the Finger Lakes. Incidentally, Fulkerson is the only winery, as which is what Cindy told you, correct?
Yes. So Cindy sent me a message about the wine itself.
About the grape itself.
About the grape itself. So it's a grape developed in Ontario specifically for cold climates. Its meat and skin are dark purple, so very deep color. It leaves a beautiful hue on the glass, which it really does.
It's very dark.
Usually used as a blending grape because of the color, but is softer and lighter. Would even pair with salmon. She's not aware of anyone else in the Finger Lakes producing 100% Vincent wine. So this is something unique and different. I was trying to find Fulkerson Winery. I don't know what happened to it on there. Sorry, I'm not sure. There we go. Marcus moved something. So, yeah. So, how is it?
This is interesting. This wine, I like it. Very jammy, almost like raspberry-ish, right?
Raspberry.
Yeah, a lot of berries. A little bit of maybe is it clove or some kind of spice in there at the very end on the tail end finish. That repeats back on you a little bit, but it's almost like.
And some people would call this on the sweeter side because they don't understand what jammy means. Jammy is just fruity, very fruity.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah, this is jam-packed with,
I like it.
with berries. Easy to drink. It says low on tannins. I'm not finding it to be that low on tannins.
No, I find it to be a little
I find it
tannic.
drying my mouth out a little bit, and tannins are those things that dry your mouth out. Tannins are one of those things that's hard to explain. And a lot of people are like, well, what do you mean tannins? That's when your mouth dries out, and you're like, at the end, I find a little bit of tannins on here. I was expecting a lighter tannin wine because the grape is touted as a low tannin grape. Low tannin makes low tannin wine. So that's why that was there. But look at the color. If you're watching
Beautiful.
this, the color on here is just amazing.
So we're actually going to go to this winery
We are. March.
next week.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go next
we're
week.
going to go next week. We are going to go up to the Finger Lakes for 2 nights.
2 nights.
We decided we were going to take one of our servers, Patrick, with us and let him experience the Finger Lakes. He's been with us for 3 years. He just celebrated his 3-year anniversary. So we thought that would be an awesome trip. He loves wine. He loves to travel. And as most of us know, it's not so easy to get out there and travel these days. You have to stay within New York State due to COVID.
Unless you want to do quarantining and
Right.
whatever, and wherever you're going from, coming from.
So we're going to head up to the Finger
Yeah.
Lakes. We're going to stay at the Harbor View Hotel again, and we'll be there in March for a wine trip. But we're
An official wine trip.
An official wine trip
With guests. With guests.
So we're going to stay there again. So if you want to travel with us, we'd love to have you join us. It would be an
Yep.
awesome time.
So Fulkerson Winery, we first discovered this winery, I don't know, we've known about them forever. But we really started.
It's been like 10 years.
We really started supporting them maybe 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
Really started supporting them maybe 6 years ago, where we started pouring them by the glass. Cindy's taking great care of us. We've gone up and met with them. Great tasting room, not too far from Watkins Glen, maybe 10 minutes up the west side of the lake. So Fulkerson was one of the very first wineries on the scene. But long before they were a winery, they were a farm. And 7 generations, I think, right? Jamie,
Yeah, I'm actually looking at that right now. So
Right.
7th generation.
So you want to start with what Fulker?
first-
Yes, yeah. Read right through what.
The first generation in 1805, the same year Lewis and Clark set out to their expedition to explore the West. Caleb Fulkerson journeyed north from a settlement in New Jersey and searched fertile farmland. He staked out a piece of land on the western slopes of Seneca Lake to mark his claim. He stuck his walking stick, a black willow branch, into a spring on the land. The branch took root and over the years grew into a great tree. He used the wood from that tree to make coffins for himself and his wife Deborah, and they are buried in the small family plot in the hill behind the location. Second generation is Samuel Fulkerson. Caleb's son Samuel inherited the farm in 1840 and built the farmhouse that stands on the property today. Samuel died at the age of 43, leaving behind his wife Jane and 7 young children. Wow. Jane never remarried, but she held the farm and kept her 6 sons out of the Civil War. So that's the second generation. The third generation was Harlan Pay Fulkerson Sr., was the only son to stay on the farm. So out of,
7 children.
out of 7 children, only one stayed on the farm, which he bought from his brothers and sisters. He took care of his mother and had 1 son with his wife, Phoebe, and the farm's main crop was black raspberries.
Black raspberries.
So the fourth generation was under the direction of Harlan Payne Fulkerson Jr. Black raspberries became the first significant commercial crop for the farm. The fifth generation, grapes had been grown in the farm since...
What are the generations? So the fourth generation, just go back and give the dates of the generations.
Okay, so first generation, 1762 to 1840.
That's Caleb.
Caleb. The second generation was Samuel, 1807 to 1877. Third generation was Harlan, 1842 to 1915. Fourth generation was Harlan Jr., 1886 to 1953.
And under the direction of Harlan.
Was
black raspberry.
black raspberries. The fifth generation was 1917 to 2002. Wow. So almost not, wow.
So
Roger Fulkerson.
Roger.
Grapes had been grown on the farm since the 1830s, but it wasn't until a blight wiped out the raspberry industry in the 1960s that Roger Fulkerson began expanding grape plantings.
So 1960s was when they
started
really
planting
expanding.
grapes.
A Blythe came with raspberries, wiped out the raspberries. They were a farm, very diverse, a lot of different crops from what I understand. And so they just basically increased the growth on grapes.
So Sayre Fulkerson, born in 1953, so I'm assuming he's still alive because it doesn't say Sayre.
Yep.
I'm assuming Fulkerson graduated from Cornell University in 1975 with a degree in pomology, the study of fruit production, and worked at Glenora Wine Cellars. In 1979, he bought the Jensen juice plant from Glenora and began selling grape juice to home winemakers. Sayre and his wife Nancy opened Fulkerson Winery in 1989. He now serves as winemaker. They have continued to expand the farm's grape juice production, attracting a loyal and growing following of home winemakers. That's cool. And then the seventh generation, so I'm assuming it's his son,
Yes.
Stephen Fulkerson, born in 1985. Wow, so he's 35 years old. Stephen Fulkerson represents the seventh generation of Fulkersons to work this land and the second to produce Seneca Lake wines. He graduated from Cornell University in 2007 with a degree in viticulture and enology, grape growing and winemaking, and has been general manager since 2015. Steve and his wife Regina are proud parents to the eighth generation, Sarah Fulkerson, born October 2018.
Wow.
So, wow, that is an awesome story. I actually can't really wait to get back there to
I can't
Fulkerson.
either. They're great people.
They're great people, great family, and I can't wait to...
Yeah, and Sarah actually gave us a tour last time.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right.
He gave us a tour. He took us in.
Yep.
We did barrel samplings. Really, really great. The tasting room is beautiful. The view is beautiful. They grow a lot of grapes. Everything they produce is in their bottles is estate grown, which means they grow all their grapes. They make enough grapes to sell to other people too. So they're a big grape grower too. And I believe they're a nursery too, where they'll actually sell plantings to other wineries to get started. So I believe they do all of that. But 7 generations have worked this family farm. So family owned, Finger Lakes, one of the oldest wineries out in the Finger Lakes. And
they have a bunch of really cool wines, right?
They make Albarino, yep. There's Syrah, which is delicious.
Bourbon barrel Syrah.
I haven't had that.
We're gonna have to taste that.
Yep.
Blanc de Blanc, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon.
Remember the diamond?
I do remember the diamond.
Yep.
The diamond. Let's see what's in that. It's sweet. It's a sweet wine. Dornfelder. Gruner Veltliner.
Yep.
Lemberger, which is Bluff Frankish. Matinee, which must be a blend.
Yep.
Yep, it's a sweet blend. Varietal is Himrod.
Huh.
Never heard of it, really.
Yep.
Merlot, Moscato, Pink Moscato, Muscat Atenel, Niagara Ice Wine, Pinot Noir, Red Blend, Reserve Syrah, Fermented Riesling, Reserve Riesling, Dry Riesling, Semi-Dry Riesling, Sweet Riesling, Riesling Ice Wine, wow, Tequila Barrel Riesling,
wow,
Sauvignon Blanc, Syrah Rosé, Vidal Blanc Ice Wine, Vincent Zweigelt, and William Vine Gruner Veltliner.
Yep.
Wow, they have a lot of grapes.
They have a lot of different grapes. A lot of Austrian grapes in there in that portfolio, and some interesting stuff. We haven't had the majority of those wines in a long time.
We're gonna have to taste a lot of them when we're up there.
So we'll be up there. We'll be tasting their wines. If you want to join us, March 19th to the 21st, Fulkerson is on our list to go to.
Absolutely.
They are one of our stops.
I think we're gonna go on Sunday. I think that's gonna be one of our Sunday stops. I was talking about it today, and I'm trying to
plan it out.
So,
which is why the next time we go, which is the next week, we're going to drive the route, plan it, make sure everything makes sense.
We'd love for you to travel with us.
Yep.
We love to take people to wineries. We love to go to wineries, and we'd love for you to go. So
I just redid we're in the process of updating the VIP winery vacation dates for Italy. Hopefully November 2021. 2021 we'll be in Italy, touring some amazing vineyards. And a lot of people want to travel.
They do.
So we're going to up that to our Italian trips to 2 a year.
Yes.
To 2 a year, we're going to up that.
And definitely one trip to the Finger Lakes every year.
At least one, maybe two.
One, maybe two.
I think we can at least do two. One in the spring, one in the fall. And I even want to sneak. You know what I want to sneak in? Not sneaking in, but get one in. Is a Long Island trip.
Yeah, we need to do that. We've been talking about Long Island for a long
That's
time,
the one region you and I have not been to yet.
No, we have not.
We just need to go and check it out. There's a lot of great wines in Long Island. One of my favorites is Raphael Winery, which is not distributed upstate, but we can get their wines. Who are the people that make the rosé? Why am I drawing a blank? Wolfler. Wolfler makes that amazing rosé every year. Sells out instantly from Long Island. There's some great wineries in Long Island. So I think for Long Island, because it's a longer drive. What is it? I don't know, 5.
It's like a 5-hour drive, but you hit a lot of traffic going out to Long Island.
So we have to plan it. We have to plan it like maybe in the middle of the week or something. I'm not quite sure.
Maybe that's a good plan for March for us.
We can't go on a holiday weekend because it's going to be way too crowded. Going out to Long Island, things like that. So we got to plan that really carefully.
Yes.
And if we have just a small group of 10 people, it's a small group of 10 people. At least we can go and check out the wines of Long Island. So I think we'll do that at some point very soon.
So if anybody's interested in doing that with us, let us know. And we can start planning something like that.
Yep. So what I'm going to do with this, Vincent, because this is a blending grape, typically, when we get done with this, I'm going to put a little bit of Cab Franc in here from the Finger Lakes. And see what happens. I absolutely am. I'm going to do a 50-50 blend. Not much. An ounce,
taste it.
1 ounce and 1 ounce,
Taste
and
it.
blend it. I mean, that's really what winemakers do, don't they?
Yeah, I guess
they
they
ferment
do.
all these wines, and then they go, okay, well,
Don't get any ideas. You're not becoming a winemaker.
then they just start experimenting and saying,
They
okay,
do.
this, and this, a third, this, and so I've never done that, and I think that might be fun to do, since Vincent is a blending grape, and to see really what happens with Cab Franc or another
All
grape
right,
varietal with this.
let's
So
see.
so that's what I'm going to do.
Fun.
All right, folks, check out VIPWineryVacations.com for all of our upcoming trips. AromaThymeBistro.com, THYME, like the herb. Check that out. Follow us on Instagram. And if you're listening to this on our audio versions somewhere, thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the downloads. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the wine lovers out there.
Yeah.
And thank you to everybody who supports us at the restaurant and our travel business.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.
Cheers.